Snow hit her windshield. Hard. The car slid off the road. Silence. Only the wind and her panicked breaths. She stepped out. The cold grabbed her. Then she vanished. You're watching an unbelievable true story, where we only tell real stories. Not to scare you, but to prepare you. This happened in Haverhill, New Hampshire. February 2004. Maura Murray was 21, a college student with dreams of nursing. Driving alone on icy roads, she made one small mistake, one wrong turn, and it changed everything. According to the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System, over 600,000 people go missing in the U.S. each year. NAMUS, 2004. A safety tip: knowing basic winter driving and self-defense can save lives. Tonight, we follow Maura from that snowy road into the freezing darkness. What happened next? Nobody really knows. Snow was falling thick. Maura's car hit a patch of ice. The Honda slid off the road. She hit a tree. The front bumper crumpled. She was shaken. Cold air rushed in when she opened the door. This story is based on real events reported by police and news sources. Maura Murray was 21. She went to the University of Massachusetts Amherst. People said she was smart, kind, independent. She wanted to be a nurse. She loved animals. She studied hard. She drove her car carefully, most of the time. But that night, she made a choice that would change her life. It was February 9th, 2004. A Monday. A snowy Monday. Roads in New Hampshire were slick. Small towns, few cars. Visibility low. The kind of night where one wrong step could end badly. Earlier that day, Maura had called her professors. She said she had a family emergency. She left her dorm. Alone. Nobody knew exactly where she was going. She drove north, through dark, empty highways. Her plan was unclear. Her mind seemed restless. The car's hazard lights blinked. Maura tried to restart the engine. Nothing. The cold made it worse. She stepped out. Her boots crunched in the snow. The car's doors were stiff from ice. She waved to passing cars, but no one came. She made a call on her cell phone. Short, quiet, hard to hear. Then she walked down the road. Footsteps soft. Snow-muffled sound. She passed telephone poles. Trees bowed under snow. She stopped. Listened. Nothing but wind. Neighbors later said they heard nothing unusual. No screams. No calls for help. Just silence. Maura left behind her car. Inside were textbooks, clothes, and personal items. Nothing appeared stolen. Her disappearance was sudden, confusing, dangerous. The freezing night stretched on. Police were alerted the next morning. A local officer noticed the abandoned car. Hazard lights still blinking. Tire tracks in the snow. A small purse inside. No Maura. Calls went out. Local residents were questioned. Family contacted. Her parents were frantic. They didn't know she had left campus. Her dorm friends didn't know. Her sudden absence made no sense. Maura had a routine. She was organized, careful. None of it fit. Searches began quickly. Volunteers, police, and trackers combed the area. Snow slowed them. Roads and forests made it hard. They followed footprints. Some ended abruptly. Others disappeared in thick snowdrifts. No Maura. Witnesses later reported seeing a young woman matching her description near a gas station that night. She bought snacks. She looked nervous. She asked about directions. That was the last confirmed sighting. Police investigated her phone records. No unusual calls. No threats. Emails were normal. Friends and family gave statements. Nothing pointed to foul play, but no one knew where she went. The cold was dangerous. February nights in New Hampshire can drop below zero. Hypothermia sets in quickly. One wrong step, 1 hour outside, and a person could be lost forever. The thought of her alone terrified everyone. Cars drove by. Lights cut through the dark. Some drivers thought they saw someone moving. Could have been Maura? Maybe. Maybe not. Nothing confirmed. Every lead ended in questions. Maura's case drew national attention. People speculated online. Some thought she ran away. Others feared an accident in the woods. A few suspected foul play. Police considered every angle. Nothing fit perfectly. Investigators noticed her careful planning before leaving. She had packed minimal items, told professors about a fake emergency. Even her parents were misled. These small details made the case strange. Why would someone disappear like this? According to the FBI, about 90% of missing adults are found within a year. FBI, 2004. But Maura Murray was not found. Not then, not after. Her case became one of the most puzzling disappearances in New England history. Some experts suggested she may have gotten into a stranger's car. Others said she might have wandered into the forest. Some believe she perished in the cold. Others think she planned to vanish. If you ever find yourself in a winter emergency, small actions matter. Staying visible, calling authorities, bringing blankets, knowing self-defense can help, even if it's just keeping your wits about you. The abandoned car stayed on that road for hours. Tire tracks froze. Snow drifted over the bumper. A haunting reminder. Footsteps disappeared in white silence. No one knew which way she went. Maura's disappearance remains unsolved. Families of missing people live with the same fear. Not knowing, waiting, searching. Every winter, someone vanishes in similar ways. Roads, snow, darkness. A single mistake can spiral. Her story was covered by news outlets. Interviews with friends, classmates, and family highlighted her normal life. They describe a girl full of plans, dreams, and laughter. None expected her to disappear into the night. The morning after the crash, the cold didn't let up. Officers circled the car. Snow packed under the tires. Ice coated every branch. They called it a ghost car. Empty. Abandoned. No sign of Maura. Her family got the news. Shock. Panic. Disbelief. Her mother cried on the phone. Her father drove to the scene. Friends scrambled to understand. The campus was quiet. The reality sank in. Maura was gone. Maura's life before that night was ordinary but full. She was the youngest in her family, lived in a small town in Massachusetts, studied nursing at UMass Amherst. She cared for animals, loved skiing, loved books. Her friends called her responsible and smart. She laughed easily. Sometimes she was moody, like any 21-year-old. Her daily habits were consistent. Wake early, classes, study, text friends, call family, drive safely, sleep, repeat. But that Monday, she deviated. A family emergency she invented. A road trip she didn't explain. The beginning of something no one could understand. Investigators pieced together her last known movements. She stopped at a gas station. Investigators pieced together her last known movements. She stopped at a gas station in Woodsville, New Hampshire, bought some snacks, paid with cash, asked directions to Burlington, Vermont. Her voice was calm but tense. Surveillance footage showed her alone. No one followed her. No one approached her. After leaving the gas station, she drove north on Route 3. The roads were slick. Snow falling harder now. Visibility dropping. Her car swerved, hit the embankment. The crash left her shaken, but not seriously hurt. She stepped out. Her boots sunk into the snow. Breath came in short puffs. Wind cut through her jacket. She tried her cell phone again. No answer. Weak signal. She walked along the road. Footsteps covered quickly by snow. Tire tracks frozen in white. Her car still blinked hazards. Headlights off. She disappeared into the forest beside the road. Searchers later said it looked like she just melted into the white. The first police on scene were local. A state trooper called for backup. The area was mapped. Tire tracks recorded. Footprints photographed. Everything suggested she had left voluntarily, but no one knew why. Her personal items, purse, ID, some textbooks, were still in the car. Wallet untouched. No money taken. News of her disappearance spread quickly. Friends and family gave statements. Maura's roommate described her as independent, careful, and intelligent. No sign she planned to run away. Police tried to reach anyone she may have contacted. Emails normal. Texts normal. No arguments. No threats. Nothing. Volunteers from nearby towns joined the search. Dogs, snowmobiles, flashlights. Forests stretched for miles. Temperature dropped below zero. Hypothermia could set in quickly. Every minute outside was dangerous. Some searchers reported seeing shadows. Strange noises. Howls from the wind. No Maura. The case drew national attention. Websites dedicated to missing persons analyzed her disappearance. Online forums debated every detail. Could she have survived the forest? Did she get a ride? Was she planning to start a new life? Some ideas seemed far-fetched, others plausible, nothing proven. Investigators examined her car thoroughly. No evidence of foul play inside. No signs of another vehicle nearby. Nothing unusual except the crash. It was as if she had stepped into another world and vanished. Cold weather made the investigation harder. Snow-covered tracks within hours. Evidence washed away by storms. Police used helicopters, but visibility was poor. The area was remote. Few homes nearby. It was easy to get lost. Easy to disappear. Over the following days, investigators interviewed anyone who might have seen her. Gas station employees, drivers on Route 3, hikers in nearby woods. All gave small, unhelpful details. One driver reported a figure in the woods, but no confirmation. Another saw a car parked on the shoulder, but no one inside. Her family held a press conference. Faces pale, voices trembling. They begged for information, promised reward for tips, pleaded for help. The community responded. Volunteers combed roads and forests. Flyers went up in towns. Police received dozens of calls. Every lead followed. Every tip checked. Still, Maura was gone. Some experts theorized she may have entered the woods willingly. Others believed she accepted a ride from a stranger. One investigator noted she had planned small trips before, but nothing like this. She had prepared snacks, packed lightly, left the dorm suddenly. No clear destination. The winter environment made survival difficult. Sub-zero temperatures, deep snow, isolated forests. Exposure could kill in hours. Search teams worried time was running out. Every lead grew colder. Despite thousands of hours spent searching, Maura remained missing. No body, no confirmed sightings, no arrests, only questions. Her case became part of a list of enduring disappearances. Cold, snow, silence, unanswered. Even online, the story haunted people. News articles, forums, podcasts, true crime documentaries. Her face stared from screens. A young woman with dreams, gone into the freezing darkness. People sympathized, speculated, feared. Some investigators suggested she may have wanted to disappear. Others thought she fell victim to the forest or an unknown driver. Evidence for both theories was circumstantial. No one knew which was true. Safety experts often reference Maura's case. Tips: carry a fully charged phone, blankets, warm clothes. Inform someone of your route. Winter roads are dangerous. Self-defense knowledge, even basic, can help in emergencies. Awareness and preparation can save lives. Maura Murray's case became more than a missing person story. It was a warning, a lesson about choices, winter roads, and the unknown, and about how quickly ordinary life can change. Weeks passed. Snow melted and returned. Search teams rotated. Volunteers came and went. Police checked every tip. Phone calls, emails, letters. Nothing led to Maura. Detectives studied her past. Friends, family, professors. She had been a good student, caring, thoughtful, independent. She sometimes struggled like many young adults, but nothing suggested danger. No enemies, no stalkers, no threats, nothing that explained why she vanished. The crash site stayed as it was. Frozen tire tracks, hazard lights long dead, ice on the bumper, the forest surrounding it untouched by humans. A silent, white world. She had stepped in, and the snow had swallowed her trail. Some witnesses came forward later. One man claimed he saw a woman matching her description hitchhiking near the crash. Another said he saw a figure walking along the road near a lake. No one could confirm either story. Each lead faded like footprints in fresh snow. Police examined her phone again. Texts, calls, nothing unusual. But one detail troubled investigators. Her cell pinged near the accident, then disappeared from service. It suggested she had moved out of signal range. Alone or with someone. No one knew. Her family struggled to understand. Days turned to weeks. Weeks into months. The unknown haunted them. They made public pleas. Interviews. Television spots. Documentaries. Rewards. Every effort to find her returned the same answer. No trace. Cold winters in New Hampshire were brutal. Hypothermia could set in within an hour for someone lost in the woods. Frostbite would come quickly. Even with warm clothes, exposure was deadly. Searchers feared she hadn't survived. Yet hope lingered. Internet communities kept her memory alive. They shared theories, maps, timeline reconstructions, every detail examined. Some people believed she had staged her disappearance. Others feared foul play. Discussions became debates. Every scenario had flaws. Investigators looked at her preparation before leaving campus. She had packed snacks, a few clothes, and money. Left her dorm suddenly. Told professors about a fake family emergency. Experts wondered if this suggested planning. But planning for what? A short trip? A new life? Or something worse? Theories spread widely. She wandered into the forest, disoriented, and succumbed to the cold. She accepted help from a stranger and was abducted. She planned to disappear, leaving her old life behind. An unknown vehicle hit her after she left the crash site. Each theory had supporters. None had proof. No witnesses. No physical evidence outside the crash. The forest swallowed her story. Police used cadaver dogs and search dogs trained for winter conditions. Helicopters flew, cameras scanned. Snow and ice made tracking nearly impossible. Every attempt to reconstruct the last night ended in frustration. Her dorm, her room, her car, everything remained normal before the crash. Friends said she had been anxious about a recent breakup, but nothing extreme. She was tired, like any college student, but prepared for life. The sudden disappearance shocked everyone who knew her. Cold weather experts noted the danger she faced. A young person, alone at night, in sub-zero temperatures, could survive only a few hours without shelter. Some hoped she found a hidden place. Others feared the worst. The case attracted true crime writers and journalists. Articles called her disappearance mysterious, baffling, and haunting. Documentaries chronicled every detail. The public was captivated. Everyone asked, how could a young woman vanish on a snowy road? Her parents never gave up. Years later, they still searched. Every lead followed. Every tip investigated. They spoke at conferences, fundraisers, and missing person events. Their grief was public. Their hope persistent. Authorities continued to classify her as missing. No charges. No arrests. Only theories. New Hampshire police maintained the file. Updates posted online. Cold case units revisited every clue. The trail remained frozen in snow and mystery. Some people believed she survived for a time. Others argued she perished shortly after the crash. Every scenario was possible. Nothing proved either. Safety lessons were drawn from her story. Stay connected. Carry emergency supplies. Winter roads are dangerous. Even small mistakes can have serious consequences. Awareness, planning, and self-defense knowledge may help in emergencies. Maura's disappearance became more than a single story. It symbolized risk, youth, and the fragile line between safety and danger. Ordinary life can vanish in an instant. One night, one choice, one road. Her car remained a silent marker of mystery. Abandoned, frozen, and alone. Every winter, travelers passed the site. Some felt unease. Others curiosity. Few knew the truth. None could answer the question, where did Maura Murray go? As the years passed, every winter brought renewed searches. Volunteers walked the forest again. Snow covered every footprint. The mystery endured. The questions never stopped. Her story reminds us that life can change in moments. Plans can be interrupted. Roads can become traps. Darkness hides more than shadows. And the unknown can linger for decades.